Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel and to our next reaction video. So today, 3 a.m. again as usual. Oh, and I'm getting spun in my chair by a cat. Anyway, today we're going to be watching episode 4 of Loki. So I hope you guys will forgive me, we've got no colorful fun wigs going on today. Actually not feeling super great and not super happy with this, but I don't know if you guys are in the same situation as me, but we're dealing with a bit of a heat wave right now, and it's way too hot for me to be dealing with a wig or anything along those lines, so we're just gonna go for it. Is what it is, right? So, anyway, it's 3 a.m. The episode has just been put out. I'm really excited to see this. They left us on a bit of a cliffhanger last week, kind of suggesting that Loki, and Sylvie are trapped in the midst of this apocalypse where everyone is supposed to die. But of course, I think we all expect that something will happen to get them out of there. Either they'll find some other miraculous way to escape, or Moebius will find them and bring them with him, or, you know, maybe Loki was just lying about that being destroyed and that was a fake one and he's had it for his own purposes for whatever reason. That would not surprise me in the slightest. So we'll see. Something will happen to get them out of there, and I'm really curious to see what's going to happen when Loki and Moebius end up back together, considering now Loki, as well as Sylvie, of course, they're aware that the TVA is not everything that it supposedly is meant to be, and that Moebius and everybody else who works for them, is a variant that was, you know, off the timeline and basically brought back there and brainwashed into forgetting their life and working for them and thinking they'd been created. So it seems like that could have some ripple effects if it was revealed. Meanwhile, we still don't know the consequences of what Sylvie had done to the timeline while she and Loki are now out there trying to apparently figure out how to survive this apocalypse. There's got to be chaos happening, so really curious. This whole show is going super fast, and there's only this episode and 2 more left. So really excited to see what tonight is gonna bring. All right, hope you guys are ready. Let's get into episode 4. Here we go. Asgard.
Dragon swoops towards the palace. The Valkyrie flies over, defeats the dragon, and saves Asgard.
What?
There's our variant.
What?
On the authority of the Timekeepers, I hereby arrest you for crimes against the sacred
Wait,
sun.
what?
Reset it.
What? Is that little Sylvie? I am super curious right now. Wait a minute. So Sylvie has been running from them and has had that and been plotting this for however many years it's been since she was a child. And they just showed up and took her from Asgard? We don't know why. Oh, is she about to go see the Time Lords? I mean, because it's weird that it seems like she was responsible for that, but she wasn't punished. She was somehow, like, promoted? Ah! There they are.
Not someone stepping on the wrong leaf. You ever seen a branch like that? No.
What is this? Is this happening because of this connection of them? Is that what it was? That they were like, emotionally connecting, and that was what made the big branch happen.
Because I'm a narcissist.
Mm-hmm.
And I suppose it's because I'm scared of being alone.
You are alone. And you always will be.
Yeah, that stings a bit more in this instance. But is that what that was? The spike?
Okay, Loki.
Because him and Sylvie were like emotionally connecting so that he wouldn't be alone.
Something very, very big is going to happen. And when it does, I'll dispose of it.
Well, we saved you the trouble there. She's already been pruned. So assume I do set you free. Is that
Hang on, wait, hang on. What did you say?
What? Assume I do set you free.
The variant. She's gone.
Yeah. Not before she took out 2 of ours. Yeah, she was going to her time cell, broke free, Hunter B.
Oh, he's lying because he could tell. He could tell there was something wrong.
Fire off a thank you note to Hunter B-15 because it looks like you're the superior Loki. I would have bet on her, but that's what makes a horse race.
Good riddance.
Yep.
So funny.
He knew.
Look at your eyes. You like her.
What?
You like her. Does she like you?
Was she pruned?
I mean, no wonder you have no clue what caused a nexus event in the witches. Both of you are just swooning
Yes,
over each other.
that's what it
Like
was.
the apocalypse. 2 variants of the same being, especially you, forming this kind of sick, twisted romantic relationship. That's pure chaos. That could break reality.
There we
Breaking
go.
My reality right now. What a incredible narcissist.
Yeah.
You fell for yourself.
Her name was Sylvie.
Sylvie. Wait, how do you spell that? Is that with an I-E or just an I?
Is she alive?
For now.
I want to call her. What, your female self? Do you have some genetic crush on? You're all variants. Everyone who works at the TVA. The Timekeepers didn't create you. They kidnapped you from the timeline and erased your memories. Memories she can access through enchantment. So before this, you had a past. Maybe you had a family. A life.
Jet ski. I just think it's crazy. It makes sense, but I didn't expect it to be her that was this way. That was being swayed first.
I look happy.
Right? What are you doing? Passing the time?
Do you care about this variant?
Sylvie, I'm not sure if care is the right word. I think we've covered this back in.
Shut up! Do you really think you deserve to be alone? Loki!
You told me to shut up.
Do you really believe you deserve to be alone?
I don't know.
Then you better figure it out quick, because the Nexus event the 2 of you caused, I think whatever that connection is, can bring this whole place down. So we better understand.
We?
Do you swear she didn't implant those memories in Hunter C-20?
Moebius, no. I believe her.
So I just have to trust the word.
How about the word of a friend?
You were right. About the TVA. You were right from the beginning. And if you want to save her, you need to trust me. Can we do that?
Yes.
Okay. You can be whoever, whatever you want to be. Even someone good. just in case anyone ever told you.
You did, yeah.
That's what I like to do. Ride
Nope.
around on my jet ski.
From him.
Wait for me at the elevator.
You bitch! You killed Moebius!
It was enough to take my life from me, lead to all of this. Must have been important.
Probably not.
So what was it?
I don't remember. I think you're scared.
No, variant, you're nothing but a cosmic disappointment. Living with them.
No, I'm not done with you yet.
Yeah! Yeah!
For all time. Always. Mindless androids.
It never stops. Then who created the TVA? New for me.
What? What is it? Do it. No. You're gonna tell me everything.
Not yet. But you will be unless you come with us.
What the fuck was that? My brain is exploding right now. What the hell did I just watch? Alright, so before I get into my what the fuck, I don't know what's going on and I need to know and I have to wait a week moment. That episode was amazing. Like, I've been enjoying this series since the first episode, consistently. The first episode was hilarious. The second episode was great and had a lot of good moments and really progressed the story in sudden and interesting ways. The third episode was fun with Loki and Sylvie and their interactions, but this episode was something else. This episode was off the wall, was amazing to me. Like, a lot of the moments with Hunter 15, right, is her name, coming to the realizations about who she really was and the fact that it was her that would contribute to them. All of the moments with Loki, of course, and his actually feeling like he deserves to be alone, and oh my god, that moment when Moebius is like, no, you don't, and you can be whatever you want, just in case someone told you any different. Like, being an actual genuine friend to him and then fucking dying. But really, it's the moment, both then and the moment with Sylvie, where Loki's like realizing he's made these real connections of genuine caring for others who also care for him too, which seems that in his life there's only been a couple of people that he's ever had that sort of connection with. His mother, his brother to some extent, but then they also had their antagonism. So I mean, he's just coming to the realization that he can make these connections, that maybe he doesn't have to be alone, and that other people can genuinely love him, care about him, even knowing him and what he is and who he is and the things he's done and the things he's capable of. And then, like, of course, he loses one of them right in front of his eyes as soon as that happens. And then he apparently, it seems, gets killed right in front of Sylvie right in that moment too, when he's trying to tell her that he has, like, he loves her and has a connection for her. The interestingness of the fact that it was their connection that sent off that huge spike in the timeline, the curiosity behind a lot of the things that happened here, like, so we don't know who is actually behind the idea of the Timekeepers and the TVA. Those were just androids, robots. Yes, the idea of the lizard guys, that was all bullshit, false. But someone did create it. Ravenna, whatever her name is, she did indeed know she was a part of it. So, I mean, I don't know. So we have the question of who really is behind that. We have the question still of why, what it is, the reason that they took Sylvie in the first place, whether it actually does have significance and she was just lying to her when she said, I don't remember, or did it not have significance and it's just that she escaped that made it. But something had to be involved in that, right? And then there's also the fact that somehow she, even though she was responsible for Sylvie's escape, was like promoted into this position where she actually is in this authority post where she knows the truth about the Timekeepers and everything. So that's also a mystery. And then, of course, who the fuck are those guys at the end that are dressed up like them? But now the one guy, one of those three guys, I believe, is the actor who's supposed to be playing Kang the Conqueror. So is one of them Kang the Conqueror? A lot of people have been theorizing about this, right? That Kang the Conqueror is coming to the MCU and that it'll start here and that he's the one that is behind this whole thing. But if he is the one that's behind this whole thing, then why would he need Loki? And why would he, like, somehow save him out of being, I guess, pruned for his own purposes? There's just, to me, there's a lot of open-ended questions. But I'm so curious now. Like, so is Moebius still going to be around? Is he still out there? Are they still going to bring him back in some form too? Like we see this possible with Loki. What is Sylvie going to do now? What information is she about to receive? What is the purpose of whoever created the TVA and is pulling the strings, the Timekeepers? If Kang the Conqueror is the one that created all of this, then what does he want with Loki? Why did they feel threatened by Loki and Sylvie? You know, there's just so many unanswered questions. It's like there's more questions than answers at this point. And at the same time, this episode was very revealing. So it's just kind of like the perfect thing you want going into with just a couple episodes left, is that you feel like there's so much that has to be revealed that you're excited for, but at the same time, this was a very juicy episode. So yeah, so just great all the way around, and I'm glad that I've been checking every episode to see if there was a credit scene since we finally got one this time. Otherwise, I'd be sitting here like, so are they gonna bring them both back next episode, or are they both gone? What is happening? What is happening? But that episode was great. I mean, you guys let me know, what did you think? How did you enjoy it? What do you think is gonna be happening next? Me, I'm super psyched, and now just sad that I have to wait another week. But all right, gonna wrap this up here. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and hopefully I'll see you next time, and hopefully it'll be less hot then. Bye.